Hey folks, this is Rose from In Rose's Garden, and today we're going to work on a pair of earrings using my March Bargain Bead Box. I think you're going to like these, so let's get turned down and we'll start them. Okay, we have gotten a couple of ball head pins, some little copper spacers, some small copper oval jump rings, a couple of copper Leverback ear wires, and then out of our bargain bead box, this is all of course from my stash, we have the connectors, 2 of the cloud beads, 2 of these cute little birds. I'm going to sit right here, some of the little blue spacers. I'm going to go here, just like this. Then we'll put one of these spacers in here. Oh, I'm getting too low, you can't see me. Okay, we're going to move her up here. That's what we're going to look like here. And then we'll put one of the big rondelles on. Another one of these copper spacers. And the little bicone. So this is what it's going to end up looking like when we get her together here. So the first thing, of course, we want to do is to thread our beads onto one of our ball head pins. So we'll start with this little tiny guy, put on the spacer, the larger blue rondelle, spacer, the cloud, then this little tiny bird, he's going to be sitting up here on top of the cloud, the other bicone. So that'll look like this. And then we'll hang it from our connection right here. So let's put the beads on the other one as well, and then we'll get them hooked together. So now this is a 3-inch head pin. You don't probably need a 3-inch head pin. As you can see, I have a lot of extra space up at the top. But I like to use that 3-inch because that way I generally can swing as many as I want of beads and have plenty of room for them. But a 2-inch would have worked fine, I think, for this particular one. So now that we have those done, let's get our wraps done and have it hook it onto our connector here. Now I always use my stepped bell making pliers for making my wrapped loops because I think it makes a much nicer loop at the top there. Now I am going to use the larger one. Normally I would use the smaller one, but we're going to put it through this connection, so I'm going to give it a slightly larger one here. So bring it around and then bring it in place, and I noticed that I have it bent, so we're going to straighten that up before we put it on. And then we'll just slide our connector onto here. And just snap it into this spot here. Then we'll hold with our pliers right here above the break right here, and then wrap it. I'm going to switch hands because it's easier for me to wrap from this direction. So then we just wrap it around, and I notice already that I got that down a little low, so I'm going to take my plier and just squeeze it up towards the top. And now we need to cut that extra little bit of wire off. And tuck this in, being careful because this is a piece of glass here below you here. So now that we've got that done, as you can see, I have a crooked here at the top, so we'll need to straighten that. And I want to keep the bird going in the right direction as well, of course. So isn't that cute? Okay, I think we still could use a little more straightening here. And there we go. This one is done other than putting our ear wire on. So let's do the same with the other one. So now that we've got it bent, we take our stepped bell making pliers, put it right here in the groove where the bend is, bring this around, drop her down, bring her around, make sure you got the lollipop shape. If you do, that's great. Slide your connector in place. Now if these have an absolute front and back, which these don't, they're consistent to both sides, you'd want to make sure that when you slide this in, you go in backwards, because when it comes back, it's facing the other direction. So now we have that in, we bring our pliers in, right here where it connects, switch hands, because like I said, I like to use my dominant hand to wrap. Now I don't always use a pair of pliers, I sometimes use my fingers when I'm wrapping, and whichever you prefer is great. For me, it depends on the weight of the wire. If it feels heavy to me, then I will use my pliers, but if it feels pretty lightweight, I will just do it by hand. Now we cut that off and tuck this in. Like I say, being careful that we don't break that crystal. And this one looks pretty straight, so we don't have to worry about that. Now, when I put my ear wires on, I'm going to want my little bird to be going the opposite direction. So, though frankly, I mean, they're birds and they're beads. They can twist if they need to. So, I'm going to twist this birdie over this way. So we have them in the two different directions, facing the two different directions. And now we're going to put our ear wires on with these jump rings. Now if it was facing the same direction, I would only use one, but because when I put this in, if I put the ear wire on it right now, it's going to make our earring be sideways, and we don't want that. So we're going to put two jump rings together here. You open these with a twisting motion. Then we'll hook this here and onto our wire. And close her back up. And there, this earring is done. So now we'll just do the same with the other one by putting the little jump rings in here. Now if this was a thinner piece of wire, I might even just hook the earring right on it, because there is a slit there so they can open and close. But it looks pretty heavy to me in the connector, and I don't want to have that big of a, it will make it tight, and it will probably go on, but it would be so tight and it wouldn't swing very well. So there we have it. Both sets of both of the earrings done. Aren't those cute? And I hope you liked those as much as I do. Let's head up and we will take another look at them. So here we are. Here's what they look like. You can see how long they're going to be. I think they turned out really cute. I like them anyway. See those? Let's see if we can get them a little more apart so they aren't banging into each other. Make you be able to see them a little better. There we go. So anyway, there we are, our little bird on a cloud. Aren't those cute? I hope you enjoyed making these with me. And this has been Rose from Rose's Garden, and we'll see you the next time. Bye-bye.